this can be a little tricky. Trying to get that. There's no space to work. So you kind of want to hold it with one finger and tighten it with the other. And you don't want to cross thread it. So be very careful doing this. And you can go ahead and take your 10mm wrench and snug those up. Okay, it's snug.
I'm at 20%, by the way.
Now we're gonna go ahead and run our throttle cable through here. Throttle cable out. Okay, you unscrew that. You take these 3 screws out. Make sure that when you do this, nothing comes out of the inside of here, because that's very important. Use a flathead screwdriver to pry this off.
I can go get you one.
Now with the soft plastic on the screwdriver, I'm just going to tap around here to see if I can release that seal, because I really don't want to break anything here. Alright, we've got it released, so we're going to take this off.
It's good that we have a tight seal, though.
Yeah.
Although it may look old.
Okay,
Still
you're going to push the throttle and pop the cable, old cable out. No, this one you have to actually take the nut loose, which should still be your same 10 millimeter. But there's a spring in here and you don't want to mess that spring up. So be careful when you do this because it is spring loaded.
And that's what I should have known about the Nerf gun.
So hold the bottom piece down and just lift up. You need to separate those two, and they are sealed as well to ensure that the cable doesn't come out unnecessarily. Now, if you pull this all the way back, you should be able to bring that cable out at the bottom, because there's a groove in the back.
Just think about how fun it is gonna be when we get it in. It's gonna be easier. I hope.
So you hold this up with one screwdriver and take your smaller screwdriver and pry down and release it. Now you're going to take your new throttle cable, and you see it's still spring loaded. You're going to raise this up, and I should have grabbed a pair of pliers to do this, but I've loosened this enough to bring it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
That doesn't need to go on yet. Because you got to make sure you're tightening into it. Okay, so we're on. Now we're gonna go ahead and tighten this back down.
Using that same 10 millimeter. Ooh.
We want to get this back around where it's supposed to be. Now, that's really, really loose. So we're going to take and back this out as far as we can. And this little metal piece is actually a lock, and it's supposed to stay in a certain spot. But you can see that our cable may be a little too long here. We were debating on whether this cable went to one of our mopeds that we have or to the four-wheeler.
I think it goes to the moped.
So, we're at the dilemma now that we think it goes to one of the mopeds.
Yup.
So,